Czyli do tego, co stracili orkowie, praktycznie wszystko. O, super generator. Wielgachny generator. Dobra, to musimy się cofnąć i wejść tu na górę. I mamy... I przeszliśmy misję.
Mind over matter. At once. Mind over matter. Do I detect uncertainty in your purpose?
Co mamy? On miał mega warsztat i parę innych pierdółek, ale bez większego znaczenia.
I can sense the enemy. They are close. Charge! I can sense the enemy. They are close.
Ja dwie bazy główne. Nieźle. Widać, że też nie próżnował, jak ja się zbierałem.
Charge!
No i koniec misji.
Charge! 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 Through the destruction of our enemies do we earn our salvation.
Jeszcze generatorek. I
At your command.
no. Coś
I
jeszcze?
can sense the enemy.
Cele. Zabij Heszcza i zniszcz całą jego bazę.
They
No,
are
całą, nie musieliśmy coś
close.
pominąć.
Through the destruction of our enemies do we earn our salvation.
Tylko co ja pominąłem? Tutaj nie, tutaj wszystko. Pewnie tutaj coś jest
At
jeszcze.
once. I can sense the
No
enemy.
pewnie tutaj będzie stał.
They are close.
Tu
I
jeszcze.
shall never tire.
Sorki, myślałem, że to będzie już koniec.
I serve.
Jeszcze są
Do I
parę
detect uncertainty in your purpose? I can sense the enemy. They are close.
No i to już naprawdę koniec chyba.
Do I detect uncertainty in
Na
your
budowę tego.
purpose?
Tak jest.
I shall
Patrzmy
never
teraz na naszą
tire.
armię i koniec misji.
Brother Tantheus,
Burned beyond recovery of his gene seed, along with Brother Michaelis. Nothing was left of them save for ash. They burned from the inside out.
anything else to report?
The Orc warboss has been destroyed, but we saw a dropship leave the area. Captain, she bore the 8-pointed star.
The mark of the ruinous powers of chaos.
The forces of chaos? Here? Now?
Tartarus has endured several Black Crusades led by the terrible Chaos Champions. However, it seems too convenient that orcs and these heretics are here at the same time. But I trust the eyes of our scouts. Isidore, do you sense anything?
No, I have sensed nothing. But if the nature of Brother Tantheus's demise is any indication, then they would have a sorcerer with them who would be capable of masking their presence. Especially with all the background static caused by the orcs.
No i nowy bohater.
Our honored guest has arrived.
Who is it?
Inquisitor Mordecai Toth, protector of the Emperor's divine word and will.
Is he here to take command?
An Inquisitor may have near unlimited power. Yes, he can commission the service of any Imperial citizen, from peasant to planetary governor, but
I shall not cede command of my Space Marines to him, Inquisitor or not.
Then why is he here? Does he suspect one of us of heresy?
He is an Inquisitor. They suspect everyone of heresy. If chaos taints this world, then that explains his presence. We must share with him what we discovered. Inquisitor Toth, welcome to Tartarus.
Thank you, Captain. But we have little time for courtesies. You and your men must leave Tartarus. Now.
Fabuła teraz się zacznie rozkręcać. Nie jest to długa kampania, troszkę, niektórzy powiedzą później, że troszkę urwana na końcu, ale myślę, że spodoba wam się do końca. Tak, chcę przejść do następnego zadania.
The orcs have been repelled, and their war boss has been defeated. But this war is far from over. The orcs still threaten to overcome several major population centers, and could mass more than a large enough force to overwhelm the Imperial armies present on the planet. We have bought time, nothing more. But this is no longer a primary concern. Our scouts have recovered evidence that the forces of Chaos, the great enemy, may be operating on this planet, right under our very noses. We must face this foe wherever they stand. If there is even a chance that they are here, we must seek them out and destroy them. Inquisitor Toth is demanding that we leave the planet, but of all the powers his position grants him, commandeering a space marine company is not one of them. I must admit that I find his presence unwelcome so soon after the events on my homeworld of Cyrene. Inquisitors have a way of inflaming a guilty conscience, and that I do not need right now.
Dobra, kolejna misja, nowy ślad.
This warp storm could trap us here for a month or for a century. We cannot risk staying here. We must evacuate Tartarus before it arrives in 3 days' time.
The Imperial Guard and Holy Fleet can attend to the evacuation. The Blood Ravens have more pressing matters to contend with.
Such as?
I believe agents of Chaos have taken strong root here.
I sense no taint here. Even so, were there a Chaos presence on Tartarus, it is better we leave them here with the orcs than waste more lives fighting them. We could wish no worse fate for either of our enemies, and to be trapped with the other. But we must leave here now.
That is a matter for my brothers and I to decide. We will use these 3 days to settle our affairs and satisfy our suspicions. Meanwhile, you have our transports to facilitate evacuation.
Colonel Brom, the captain and I must attend to matters of faith. If you would leave us, please.
But surely this involves me as a...
Forgive me for not being clear on the matter. I said please, when in fact I meant now.
This does involve him. You should have shown him a modicum of respect.
Captain, you uncovered extensive heresy on your home world. Cyrene, was it?
That has nothing to do with the events here on Tartarus.
But I believe they do. You requested the Inquisition undertake an exterminatus, the destruction of your planet's entire populace, which we obliged.
I still fail to see...
Captain, I am not questioning your loyalty, but I must wonder if your actions on Cyrene have not affected your judgment. Perhaps that was a poor choice of words. I merely fear that you might see chaos, but it does not exist. I ask that as a loyal subject of the Emperor, you serve the Imperium's interest before your own agenda.
Długa gadanina.
Captain, that Inquisitor had no right to speak to you in such manner. But perhaps he is right. The coming storm will trap our enemies here, where they can consume one another.
And what if the forces of Chaos escape the system before the storm? No. We will not use this freak occurrence as an excuse to avoid our enemies, or our responsibility. They are here for a reason, and we will discover that reason.
We are with you, brother Captain. As always.
No i mamy
The
nową rasę,
humans are
proszę
coming your way in
was.
full force. You should hear their heavy feet long before you see them, and smell them long before that.
Zjawili się Eldarzy wreszcie.
Orbital Command has indicated the dropship landed in this general proximity. We've discovered a path, Captain. It's obvious someone has been digging here.
Cut by orcs?
I've never seen an orc lend such a careful hand to a task.
If it wasn't orcs, then it must be the forces of chaos.
Coś ich zdjęło szybko.
We will follow this path and discover the truth behind what has transpired here.
No dobra, moi drodzy, postaram się tą misję przejść troszkę inaczej. Mianowicie bardziej agresywnie będziemy grać. Tylko w którą stronę ja się mam tu
The
udać?
sacred artifact will now be available to us. Construct it, and we will have access to powerful abilities.
Wiem.
I await your
Co my tu mam do
instructions.
ustawienia jeszcze? Na pewno to...
Build routine 721
Tak
initiated.
patrzę, czy z tej strony mogą nas zajść od tyłu. Nie mogą. Dobra, to musimy iść na dół. W takim razie zrobimy jeszcze ze 2 oddziały
Yes, Lord. I shall obey.
i postawimy sobie generator.
I exist to serve.
O, tutaj.
Build routine 721 initiated.
Dobra, jest kolejny skład marinesów. Tu do pełnej ulepszymy.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
Dobra,
How can I serve?
siebie to ja dodam.
Colonel
tu.
Braun taking
At your
command.
command.
A, to jest
On
ten,
patrol.
dobra.
Search
W
commencing.
takim razie zrobimy infiltrację.
At your command. Scouts advance.
Pójdziemy sprawdzić, co
Gathering
tam jest.
intelligence. Scouts advance. Commencing infiltration. Yes, my lord.
Coś się zbudowało. Dobra, to tak, to ulepszenie, żebyśmy mogli więcej broni użyć. I trzeba więcej
Yes,
generatorów
most
zbudować
beneficent
znowu.
one.
Dalej, więcej
Build
generatorów.
routine
Mamy za mało
721
energii.
initiated. Build routine 721
Yes, my
initiated.
lord.
Tak, mamy już infiltrację. więc
Infiltrating
pojedziemy.
enemy territory. Infiltrating enemy territory. Gathering intelligence.
O, zaraz
Infiltrating
przejmiemy.
enemy territory.
Dobra. W takim razie na czym trzeba będzie ulepszyć jeszcze ten budynek,
Yes, Lord.
żeby móc zrobić upgrade praktycznie na wszystkim. Na generatorach, na tych punktach rekwizycji do szybszego wydobywania.
Build routine 721 initiated.
Więc to musimy się
I
jeszcze
exist
pobawić.
to serve.
I przy
As you
okazji...
wish.
O, dobra, to jest ślepy zaułek, to dobrze. Pozwoli nam to zabezpieczyć
Yes,
ten
Lord.
punkt.
Defending at your command. On patrol.
I włączyć
Commencing
infiltrację, proszę
infiltration.
was.
On patrol.
A
Yes,
ty, mój
most
drogi,
beneficent one.
zbuduj tutaj posterunek nasłuchowy. Daję. To nas na pewno się przyda. To pozwoli nam zdobyć więcej rekwizycji. Brakuje nam jeszcze 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Budujemy.
Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, most
To jest drugi
beneficent one.
budowniczy. A
Yes,
tym
my
nie
lord.
zwiedzamy dalej. Zobaczymy, co jest dalej.